Folks, so we're cruising around some national forests. We're on our way over to Western Oregon. My buddy Scott, who you guys have seen on the channel a couple of times, he's actually getting married next week, and I am in the wedding, so I need to get over there and be prepared for that. But I do have a day to piddle around a little bit, so I thought it would be fun to get out into some area that I haven't been to in like 10 or 12 years with the big 4x4 van and just spend some time exploring. All right, folks, so we've ran into a bit of a snag here. We've got this tree that's fallen across the road. Now, we've crept past a lot of trees that have fallen across the road, but most of them already have been cut out of the way by other drivers. But this particular tree, most people can drive right under, except for me. I've got my big E350 4x4 van, and there is no way it's gonna go underneath this tree. So what we're gonna have to do is get a saw out and cut it out of the way. Man, I tell you what, I really wish I had better tools on hand when I ran into these type of problems. Oh well, dreaming about it ain't gonna get this log out of the way. You guys want out? Come on. Oh, there's the wheelie. Come here, JT. Oh. All right, folks, so I think we finally found a place where I'm gonna camp tonight. This isn't my original destination. Actually, I was gonna go to a small lake that I had found on the map that looked kind of cool. But as we were driving down the dirt road, we actually ran into this creek being washed out. And we actually came in over there, across the creek. But I got out, kind of checked it out, and thought that the creek was kind of nice, and I liked the cool running water. It'd be a great resource of water for myself, great place for the dogs to get drinks and cool off. And right across here is a nice little camp spot with some berries. There's some fresh berries growing on some of the plants, so I decided that this would be where I'd want to camp tonight. So I just rerouted myself on Gaia and got back over to this side. So yeah, I'm gonna kind of set things up, and I think this will do for tonight. All right, folks, so we're gonna get ready to eat some dinner, or make some dinner. So what we got was, we got a piece of boneless chicken. This is a chicken thigh. I feed these to the dogs and I eat them myself, so it's kind of their dinner and my dinner. Works out really well. But anyways, with that, we're going to have some cauliflower rice. This is pre-cut. I got it at Grocery Outlet. I don't know if you guys have grocery outlets where you are, but we have them. It's kind of like a bargain market type thing. So got those, and then we've got some fresh kale, and I'm gonna kind of cut that and dice it all up, and I'm gonna do the same thing with these baby carrots. In fact, if I had a grater, I would grate them, but I'm just gonna cut them super thin with my knife. But yeah, we'll start with the chicken. We'll kind of get it all cooked up and everything, and then we will cook up the cauliflower rice, kale, and baby carrots separately. All right, so I've just got the chicken in there cooking. I just seasoned the pan up a little bit and added some butter, and then I threw the piece of chicken in, and then I added some of this Montreal steak seasoning, the spicy version. I really like this one, so we're gonna use that again. You guys probably seen it in other videos, but I'm just gonna cook this one side up, let it get kind of brown, and then we'll go ahead and flip her over. Like that, and then I'm gonna turn her down, turn her down pretty low, and we'll go ahead and just put the lid on it and let it kind of finish cooking, and I'll kind of keep flipping it every now and then too. Very, very nice. Alright guys, well, I think we can consider this done. I'm going to let things cool just a little bit here, and then we're going to sit down and eat. Oh man, alright. Well, let's dig into this and give it a try. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I've really been enjoying this cauliflower rice. Actually, it's my buddy who's getting married. His fiance is the one who turned me on to this cauliflower rice, and I really like it. And mix it in the kale and the carrots along with those seasonings. Let's try a piece of this chicken. Make sure it's cooked all the way through. Looks beautiful. Cut it with my little spork here. Nice and tender. I love chicken flies. I think they are probably my favorite piece on a chicken. When I was a kid, it was legs. I loved legs, but as I've grown up, I've really grown fond. I can't talk. Grown fond of these thighs. That's really done really well. I was a little bit concerned after I put it in. I was thinking to myself, you know, I should have put that kale in last because it was going to cook real fast, and I figured those carrots would take a little longer to cook, but I cut them so thin that they actually cooked really fast. And I would say everything's cooked perfect. So maybe next time if I make this again, which I know I will because it's really good, I may wait on the kale just a little bit, you know, but as it is right now, it's really good. This is good. And what a great little spot, you know. I mean, this is what, you know, it's probably not the most picturesque spot I've ever been, but it's nice, it's pleasant. So far, I'm not really being bugged by too many insects. You know, there's been a little bit of black flies, but even those have kind of died down. And so far, it's starting to get late in the evening, about the time the mosquitoes usually start hassling me. But so far, so good. So, and, you know, and I really like having the creek. I always like to have, if I can, I mean, I love desert camping a lot, you know, especially in the, you know, fall and winter and spring. But, you know, when it's summer like this, I just love having some type of creek by me. And I typically prefer a creek versus a lake, just because it seems like nowadays many of the lakes get infected with toxic algae. And I always get super nervous about the dogs being around them. So some of the high mountain lakes that I go to, I'm not quite as worried about, but definitely any lakes or anything like that that have a lot of people and stuff like that going to them, I get concerned about. But these higher mountain creeks, I don't get so concerned about at all. Well, guys, I think I'm just going to finish this up, and then we'll just kick back for the rest of the evening. I'm a little tired, you know, from all that sawing today, so I think I'll just finish this up and relax with my Pendleton, my little muscle relaxer, and just enjoy the rest of this evening. All right, well, we're starting to get a pretty good bag of huckleberries. I've been eating probably as many as I've been picking, but I think this will make a great road snack. And speaking of the road, I really do need to get on it and get to my buddy's house so I'll be ready for his wedding. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a like. Comments really do help, and I'll catch you guys again outside.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
Not what you think it is? Not as tasty as you thought it might be, huh? You want to try one, Daisy? No.